Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm a Jamaican living in the Netherlands for the past 14 years. Please feel free to subscribe, share, and check out my links. My life in the Netherlands. What is my plan for today? My plan for today is to make two short videos. Okay, so my first video is going to be about a few things that I've observed about the Dutch people since I've been living here. And the second video is going to be about reggae music in the Netherlands and the rest of Europe. What I've seen and what I've experienced and the research that I've done so far. Okay, so video number one. Things that I've observed about the Dutch people so far is that most Dutch people are either trilingual or multilingual. So most Dutch people that I have met seems to speak three or more languages. It is normal for them to speak Dutch. That is natural because that is their language, along with English and German. And there are quite a few people that also speak French. Now you also have exception like my daughter grandmother that passed away 10 years ago. She actually spoke Dutch, which is normal, English, German, French, Spanish, and she understood patois to a certain level and also the Suriname Creole. So she was just multifaceted. She was very good with languages, and so that's it. A lot of Dutch people speak more than one language. Okay. Another thing that I've observed about the Dutch people is that 9 out of 10 person will always give you help when it comes to directions. So you're driving on the street and you stop and ask question, or you're walking on the street, or you're riding your bicycle on the street and you're trying to get somewhere and you don't know where you're going, you can always stop and ask question. 9 out of 10 times you will definitely get help. But there is a disadvantage to that situation because sometimes what I have experienced is that they would try and help you, but they're not sure exactly where you should be. And they're actually just guessing it without saying that they don't know and just telling you a story like rechtdoor linksaf, which means to just go right and then take a left and you find yourself at another place where you're not supposed to be. And because the Dutch people are always on time, yeah, that's my experience. They're very much on time. So if you have an appointment and you get sent into the wrong direction, well, that is not a very good idea. So it's best to leave early in advance. If you don't know where you're going, you need to be prepared for possible delay. So when it comes to helping with direction, the Dutch people are very quick to assist you there. Another thing that I've observed about the Dutch people is that they really find their vacation important. Now, here it is very common to have 6 weeks vacation per year. Now, some people said they don't have access to six, they only have access to four. But all the people I know and in my circle, they have access to 6 weeks vacation per year and they really make the most of their vacation. They love camping. So some people they will go and camp in Germany. Some will go and camp in Belgium. Some will go and camp in France. People will also camp here. They will go to Portugal on vacation, Spain on vacation, Israel on vacation, you name it. Once they have the money and the opportunity present itself, they will definitely take vacation. Now, when it comes to vacation, there is one little situation. For the Dutch people that really enjoys going to France on vacation, if you have a Dutch friend, most likely one of those times they're going to come back yelling, kicking, and screaming because something happened in France that they didn't like. Apparently, most French people are too proud to speak another language. And so for the Dutch people that doesn't speak French that well or not at all and go there on vacation, they're trying to use English to function. And so when the French people refuse to speak English back, they always come back very irritated. A small story. One of my clients went to France on a vacation for a whole week. And when he came back, he was very mad that no one will help him at the part he went, because he went there before, and where he went before, it was easy for him, his wife, and his three kids to function. There wasn't a problem with language barrier because the people that were around them, the French people, they spoke English to him, so it was no problem. But at this part, on this particular vacation, no one would speak English to him, and he was very highly irritated. So I was complaining about it for like 3 days. So the fourth day he went to work, and he's one of the manager. And so when he got to work, he found out from someone higher than he is that he have a new worker to train. And when the new worker showed up, it was a French guy who didn't speak Dutch and only speak English. So he was highly irritated that he has to now sit for 3 whole months training this guy in English when he had such an hard time on his week vacation in France. So um, the Dutch people that I've met, I've come across, they're quite irritated when it comes to this type of situation. Okay, another thing that I've observed since I've been living here is that when it comes to the weather, it is almost impossible to satisfy the Dutch people that I have met. I'm just talking on my experience. It's always too hot, too cold, too this, too that. It's always something. And when it comes to shopping or something like that, it's always too expensive, not big enough, not small enough. It seems like a lot of people find a lot of things to complain about, even when there is nothing to complain. They would just pick it apart until they find something to complain about. So that's something that I've definitely observed. Another thing, if you speak English, whether it's your first or second or third language, and you come to the Netherlands and the English is the language you want to use to function, you're going to be able to function with it quite well, because what I've said before, most Dutch people are either trilingual or multilingual, and English is inside that. And once you're new into the country, they will definitely speak English to you. I haven't met anyone who was unwilling to speak English. The disadvantage of going that route, if you're coming in to live, is once they're used to talking to you in English, they will continue to do it, which is bad for your Dutch development. So if you want to um, advance, and if you want to go faster and better at what you're doing, it is best for you to try to speak as little English as you can, because once it started off like that, it normally continues, and you that is not something you want. It is helpful, but it's like it's an advantage and a disadvantage for you at the same time. So it's better if you don't go that road. Okay. Another thing that I have observed since I've been here, Dutch people are quite crazy about their dogs. You know, most people that I know, they have some sort of animal. If it's not a dog, it's a few rats in a cage, or fish, a cat, something. They're very crazy about animal, and specifically dogs. And they will get offended if you're having some sort of attitude towards their dogs. Now, the strangest thing about their dogs is their dogs seems, most of them, the dog seems to be specifically aggressive towards foreigners. I really do not understand it, because Sometimes you're on the street walking and you see like a Dutch person passing another Dutch person with a dog, nothing happened. But if another race is passing by, the dog becomes extremely aggressive. I really do not understand it. And actually, just 2 weeks ago, a group of us was discussing that same thing. Why is it that they are specifically aggressive to foreigners? No, I have no idea, but it is what it is. So, those are the things that I have observed since I've been living here, and I hope that they are helpful to you if you want to come and live here. And yeah, in everything there is positive and negative, and you just have to make the best out of everything. So, thank you for watching. Bye, guys.